Hello everybody, and at last back in my old shed. But first an update on some new stickers and to show you what I've been up to this last few months. I've received stickers from Gold Rock, Daniel Villarino, Billy Burt, The Messy Studio, and Decros. Thank you very much, lads, for those stickers. That's most appreciated. Anybody that'd like to do a sticker swap with me, please PM me, get in touch, and I'll be happy to do a sticker exchange. One of the most artistic turners out there is my good friend Al Furtado. He inspired me to make a hollowing jig with a laser. I gathered some bits and pieces up and made a prototype. It's a bit messy looking, but it works, and there'll be a project later on to make a proper job of one. Having made that, I also realised that I need a steady rest, so I made one of those. So I'm just going to show you these couple of pieces that I've made. Well, here's my hollowing jig. There's a battery pack, and inside that piece of wood is the laser pen. All made out of some scrap pieces I had kicking about the shed, and altogether it cost me about £6, which can't be bad. The only thing I'm not too keen about is the way I've got it mounted on the bed lathe, so I had to jiggle about with some bits and pieces. So there's my hollowing jig, and now for a quick look at the steady rest that I made. There we are. It's one of those jobs that I meant to get round to making but never quite made it. I also did a refurb job on my lathe as the speed mechanism was broken, so that had to be replaced. Another thing I had to do was I had some wood to saw up on my bandsaw, and this is a bit of a rant for record power if you're listening, which I very much doubt. The top guide broke. It's only cast aluminium, and it all felt a bit, so given me a do, I phoned them up, and within a week there was a new one. I mean, really, that is an absolute piece of crap. They do upgrades for other models, but for the BS400 they don't. So once again, record power, if you're listening, do something about it. Anyway, to get over that problem, I needed to cut some wood up quick to prepare, because a friend of mine bought some apple and some pear, and it needed sorting out straight away. So I made my own guide. Luckily enough, I had some bearings kicking about and jiggled about with a piece of wood, cut a slot so these could be adjusted, and in actual fact it worked brilliant, better than the bloody original ones on there. So there'll be a project. I should be making a new one with a steel plate and everything. That'll be a project in the making at a later date. So, rant over. Today's project, I was sent these two pieces of spalted horse chestnut from my good friend Chris, the wood yogi. So I'm going to make a couple of matching boxes out of these, so let's get started. Get the centres. And start to make a tenon. In between centres, just clean it up a little before I start making a tenon. I've kept some of the dust because the wood is a bit punky, so this might come in handy later on to fill in the voids and gaps. So we'll put this on one side. Sanded down. Now for some sanding sealer and then some Yorkshire grit. On to box 2. I've made the 2 tenons. I'm just going to mark out the lid. Been through the grits on the lid. Now for some sanding sealer. Yorkshire grit. The lids are finished, now to part off the box. Now just to finish the bottom off, I think this needs a bit of dust and super glue. I need to worried about keeping some on one side. It's very dusty, this one. Just fill in these little holes here. Better. I'm going to use a small piece of cloth to work this Yorkshire grit in. I'll find that using paper towels, sometimes you get a bit of the towel stuck in these punky bits here. So and the same with the polish. Add some anti-slip mat inside just to protect the inside of the box. Well, I'd just like to say that I've made 600 subscribers. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much, everybody. Can't believe it. If you like, please like, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Catch you later.